Hey everybody, cosplay Michael Myers here. Just like to put this small type of video, it's going to be short, so to the victims of Sunday's crash, for Kobe Bryant helicopter and everything. So just a small type video out there as far as how it affected me. Uh, Watched them, Lakers fan and everything like that for years, and watching them play, but more towards of the fact of him being a person, a father, role model to billions with a capital B. Ball players, people that even picked up a basketball, try to imitate him and wanted to be him and everything. Um, it's a hard time. It's a hard day. It's kind of like a shocker that you didn't like see coming, and you get ran over by a freight train, and it just takes a lot of emotion out of you, and mentally and physically and stuff like that. Even though you didn't know the person, a lot of people didn't know that one of my very small part jobs that I had for make extra income and everything was working at Magic Mountain. So I was a ride operator, a foreman at the time. Basically, it's that you're in charge. You give people lunches and everything, and tell them what to do, go where, and everything else like that. Deal with complaints, and wasn't very good at it. So I had the temper of kiss my ass type thing. Uh, so one time we were parking. The park was closed. The supervisor called, say, "Hey, I need approximately 4 people to stay up at your ride. Somebody's renting it out." I'm like, "Well, who is it?" They wouldn't tell me. Wouldn't be confirmed or anything. So we just got notice. Just like in any other amusement park, they start from the back to the front, push everybody out. So I guess he was like off of Batman and Riddler and stuff like that. So that he started going to the front, and then we got word right next to, if you've never been to Six Flags Magic Mountain, right next to X, which is considered X2 now because they put in pyro and music and all this other stuff. Really nothing different. We heard Viper, which Viper you can actually see in the movie Encino Man. It's a red coaster when they go, and they filmed that at Magic Mountain, as well as National Lampoon's Vacation. It was filmed there too. Wouldn't recognize it too much after like all these years. And so we call Viper and sat there and say, "Hey, who rented it out?" So they're like, "Oh, it's Kobe." And it's like, "Kobe Bryant?" And it's oh crap, so we started like really picking it up, trash and everything else, to make it look really, really nice. And so he came up with his entourage, photographer, his wife, Vanessa, and stuff. So we just sat there, and he rode the ride. He thought it was like cool. I interacted with him and talked to him for like 10 minutes. Really nice human being. Told him, I said, "Hell, go, you need to sit here to get a really good experience on the ride." And he's like, "Nah, it's the front." And, because he wanted the front. But what happens is that X2, you go backwards and you're laying down. So, I mean, if you wanted to go and check X2, like YouTube X2 Magic Mountain, and you can get a glimpse on what it would look like. But when you're sitting in the front, you're the first one. But I kept on saying, "Oh no, you want the last row is the scenic view. It's awesome because you're the last one going up the up the lift and everything. So it's that you're laying on your back and you can't see where you're going, and you're kind of like vertical, and your body's like like this, looking straight ahead, and the track is right here, so you can't see. So he loved it. He gave me like a lot of praise and stuff like that, saying, "Hey man, thanks a lot. That was really cool of you to do that." And so it kind of it hits home when somebody sits there and like recognizes you and sits there and says, "Hey man, that was pretty cool. That was awesome that you did that. Thank you." And then he left, and that was it. But I was kind of like, "Oh my gosh," and modern day is no such thing as a good cell phone with cameras. You can't go and take cameras or anything. That's one thing that you sign when you're there. If you see a celebrity, you can't stop them, take a photo or anything. So unfortunately, no photo evidence was given. It's just myself and the 3 other people that was around. And so it was cool. I thought it was, from that point, it was kind of like, oh gosh. And, his shoes came out, I got his shoes, the Kobe 1, all the way through the 4s, and every single color that came out, every single one that was, I had to have it. I guess you consider it a sneakerhead or something like that. So I probably had about over 15 pairs of shoes, just on Kobe's alone. Nothing else. It was just his, so I could just wear a different pair of shoes each day and nobody would know. And then jerseys came out and stuff, so he switched from 8 to 24, so I bought every single jersey that I saw that I liked, exclusive. So I would go down occasionally, or order them online, if I saw them at the Team LA store that's at the Staples Center that was there. So I thought that was really, cool. I saw some really cool stuff. And then, at the end of the season, they would clearance a lot of them out, 50, 60%. So they would also do it online and everything. So I probably have about 15 different types of Kobe jerseys, all-stars included, Vegas, New Orleans, Los Angeles, the year that it was put out. It has the tag on it, on the year of when they were brought out. So it really does. You just don't know when it's your time, I guess. I mean, like they say, you can always just go and cross the street and or you can just go and get something to drink in your refrigerator and something happens. You don't know. I mean, just the snap of the finger. But for me, it's more of a personal, because of the husband, and the dad, and then his daughter, and then also the lives of the other 7 people that was on board. Like almost the entire family, the mother, the father, the daughter that went, and the daughter and the mother that went. It hits home. It's just not one person, even though he is moodily famous. I mean, billions plus, probably follow him and want to see him and everything like that. And he can probably sell out an arena just showing up and saying hi and then leaving. But there were 7 other people, and I don't want to oversight or have anybody oversight that there was 7 other people that mattered too. Their lives matter as much as his. His is a little bit more in a spotlight than theirs, but don't forget about the other 7 people that was involved, the pilot and everybody else. So a short video, like I said. So thanks for watching. Every day's Halloween. Rest in peace, Kobe, and the 7 other people.